Hey everyone! In today's video, I'm going to show you my cream cheek products. I don't have very many of them just because I don't use cream products very often, like my powder products. But I really like the idea of cream products. And I have just realized that these are all affordable drugstore price range products, which is great. Cream products are very much in trend right now, and almost every brand from luxury to drugstore are coming with their cream products line. And now I'm really getting into cream makeup, so I might try some new formulas. So these are only my cream cheek products. I do have quite few cream eyeshadows, but I didn't include those in this video. And I have few cream blushes and highlighters in face palettes as well, but these are only individual cheek products. So enough rambling at intro, and now let's start the video. I have this cream blush by the brand Hold Live. Hold Live is a very nice brand and they have their official stores on Amazon and AliExpress, and they do have their own websites as well. This is a very pretty orange blush and it is very pigmented. Actually, it is almost too pigmented for my liking. I like the formula. It is matte cream blush, but it is too bright, so I don't use it very often. And one more thing I have noticed with this particular blush, that it almost stains your cheeks, so you cannot tone down the pigment once you go overboard with this, so that makes it a little difficult to use. But orange color is so pretty, so I try to make it work. Then I have another one from the same line but in different shade. Now this one is perfectly pigmented and a natural kind of blush. This is a very pretty rosy brown shade. It also looks so deep, but it shears out on the skin and it doesn't do that staining thing. This one works totally different from the other one, and I can use it on everyday basis because this shade looks so natural and never overdone. I apply these blushes with a beauty blender most of the time, and sometimes I use brush as well, and they work perfect both way. With cream blushes you need to tap it into your cheeks rather than swiping or dragging, because that way it might disrupt the foundation or any base makeup you wear. Then I have this stick blush by Wet n Wild. The shade is Peach Bums. This is a very glowy blush. It is almost a hybrid between blush and highlighter. With this blush, most of the time you don't need to use a separate highlighter. I mean, you can use if you really want, but it can be used as both. This blush is perfect for glass skin look. It is so shiny and creamy that it almost looks like a gloss for cheeks. This one doesn't dry down completely, so that you will be feeling a little sticky or tacky feeling, but it is not like too sticky that it is unbearable. But if you don't like that sticky feeling at all, you might want to consider that thing. And since it doesn't dry completely, that is the reason it looks so glossy on cheeks. Then I have another blush stick by LA Girl. This is in the shade Glimmer. Again, this one is a glowy blush stick like that Wet n Wild one. This one is more pink with golden sheen, while the Wet n Wild one is more peach with golden sheen. So both looks different on cheeks. This one also looks quite glowy, but it is not as glossy as the Wet n Wild one, and it also dries down completely, so it doesn't feel sticky at all. So if you don't like a little sticky feeling, then I would recommend this one over the Wet n Wild one. Otherwise both are almost same, so you don't need both of them if you are considering a cream blush. Then these are my cream highlighters. Best thing about cream blushes and highlighters is they just melt into the skin and never looks unnatural. I have this one by Colourpop. It's their Super Shock highlighter in shade Lunch Money. These are not typical cream formula but a cream to powder finish. Like it feels like a cream but dries down as powder, so you don't feel that creamy uncomfortable feeling at all. So if you don't like that feeling but still want to use cream products because how natural and seamless it looks on skin, then this is the best option for you. Once it sets down, it will stay all day like any powder product. Then I have another one from Colourpop. It's their Flexiterian highlighter. This is their award winning shade. It is very blinding champagne highlighter with silver sheen. Again, this is also that super shock cream to powder finish. I use these highlighters with beauty blender or my fingers. You can use it with brush as well, but I prefer to use my fingers or beauty blender. That way it blends perfectly and looks so seamless on the skin. Then I have this one by e.l.f. This is their glow highlighter in the shade Moonlight. Again, it is very similar concept like ColourPop Super Shock formula. It also have that creamy putty like texture, but it sets down like powder on the skin. They have two shades in this formula. This one is silver pink and the other one is golden. If you want to try ColourPop Super Shock but for some reason don't want to place that order, I would say go for the e.l.f. one. It is even more affordable than the ColourPop one. It feels and looks exactly same. I would call them dupe seriously. Then I have this one by Zay Beauty. It's their drama highlighter in shade Chand Tara. It comes in a duo set with a powder highlighter. Now this one is a typical cream formula and that is why it comes with a powder highlighter, so you can set it with that to avoid that creamy feeling. But I don't necessarily use it that way. I often use it alone just as a cream highlighter or maybe sometime put another powder highlighter on top. It doesn't feel sticky on cheeks, which is a very good thing. There are some really fine glitter particles in this one, but not too noticeable. But still, it's not a glitter free natural highlighter. As the name say, it's a drama highlighter. Then I have these highlighters which are in liquid form. These are my liquid highlighters. Liquid highlighters are very versatile. You can use them so many ways, like mix a drop into your moisturizer to make it glowy, or maybe in your foundation and primer. You can mix it in your body lotion to have that glowy skin, or use it simply as a highlighter. I have this one by Makeup Revolution. It is in the shade Euphoric Gold. It's a pure gold liquid. It is a very fine, smooth formula and doesn't have any glitter in it. I sometimes mix a drop of it in my foundation if I'm using a matte foundation to make it more glowy and sheer the coverage. It is not like the glowy primer because it's too metallic for that. When I use it as a highlighter, I use it with a damp sponge. I feel like brush can make it look little streaky and with fingers it feels messy. So for these liquid highlighters, Beauty Blender is the best option. And with this highlighter, I feel it dries down little quickly. So you need to work it fast because once it sets down, it is then really difficult to blend. Then I have this one by Maybelline. It is their Master Strobing Cream by Face Studio. It is in the shade pink. This is a very pretty pinky icy liquid highlighter. I mostly use it as mixed with my primer or moisturizer because it has that pearly shine, so it looks very beautiful under the foundation. When that pearly icy shine peeks through your foundation, it gives that glass skin effect. Then I have this one by brand D.S.M. It is a very similar to that Maybelline one. It's also a pink icy liquid highlighter. They mention it as a face primer, but I won't use it alone as a primer because it's too shiny. But mixed with primer, it looks so beautiful on skin. And packaging of this highlighter is so luxurious. It is a plastic bottle, but the pumps come out and in when you twist the lid. But the product inside is as good as the packaging. It is a very similar shade as the Maybelline one, but it's little too icy and pearly. Then I have this one and only cream bronzer. It's in the stick form. Again, the brand is D.S.M. This is a very creamy and blendable formula. The shade looks little too deep, but it blends perfectly so that it doesn't look that deep while blended. It's a warm brown which works perfectly as a bronzer, but I won't use it as a contour stick. I use it with a brush, like I pick the product directly from the stick on the brush and then use it. Or even I sometimes directly draw it on my cheeks with this stick and blends with my beauty blender. Both ways it gives perfectly blended bronze look. So that's it, guys. These were all of my liquid and cream cheek products. I hope you liked and enjoyed my video, and please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you will be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you for watching. Bye.